not going to wait too long as you jump in. Just let me know where in the world you're from, and we'll just get started. Okay, I have a lot of information to cover, and I want to get right into it. Okay, so my name is Alexis Bowen, and I'm the CEO of My Business Threads Coaching, and I'm so excited that you could be here with me for this class. I can't wait to teach you all the things I know about how to create a business plan, okay? Oh, thank you, Felicity. Okay, so let me just refresh the comments here. Awesome. So, let's just see something 1 second here. Okay. Oh boy, I have a lot of noises. Just turn my volume off. Okay, so I work with people who aspire to make the switch from employee to self-employed, and I do this by helping them open their own small business or home business. So I myself used to have 4 jobs before I finally decided to make the switch, and I was very busy and very, very tired. Okay, so if you're jumping in, let me know where in the world you're coming in from. I see some more people hopping in. Okay, so again, I'm Alexis Bowen, and I'm here to help you start your own business, small business or home business. So I'd like to know, before we get started, who's already made a business plan, who's working on their plan. Okay, just let me know in the chat, and let's get started. Okay, so what is a business plan? Okay, so that's the first thing we need to determine. Okay, so a business plan is really, it's just your guide to successfully launch and grow your business over time. That's all it really is. Okay. Hi, Sherilyn. Hi, Shuri. Good to see you both. Okay, so now I want to go over why you need a plan. Okay, so you need a plan to tell you what to do and when. So you need to know how to do things like market yourself. You need to know how to advertise. You need to know what your policies and procedures are, and those kinds of things that you want to be in place when you launch your business. Okay, so now let's go over just briefly what happens if you don't have a plan. What happens if you launch your business without a plan, and you're just gonna hope, fingers crossed it works. So what happens then? Okay, so hi Yvonne. Hi, thanks for joining us. Okay, so oftentimes what I find is that people get into business, they open a new business, and they have friends and family that book with them for a little bit, and that's how we all get started, and then nothing. No bookings, no appointments, no money coming in. And what people find, and that I watch people do, like before I got into the coaching business, my colleagues and peers, they do a lot, is they just don't know how to fix this, so that's not a good thing. Having a problem in your business and not knowing how to fix it, that's really scary after you've invested a lot of money. So what happens is there's no clients. No clients means no money, and no money means your business expenses don't get paid. And ultimately, whether it's 6 months from now or a year from now, you're going to go out of business, and it's really unfortunate, but that's just kind of what happens when you open a business without a plan. Hi, Maria. Oh, that's fantastic. Hi, Jasmine. If you're just jumping in, let me know where in the world you're from. Let me know if you can see me and hear me. I'm Alexis Bowen. We're talking about how to create a business plan today, okay? So let's continue now. So a plan would tell you what you need to do in the event that X situation occurs. In this, whatever situation occurs in your business that's not really expected, or you're like, how am I supposed to deal with this? You would go to your business plan and you would say, oh, okay, there's the situation. The client didn't show up. Okay, here's the protocol to, implement for that. And then you just simply implement the plan. Okay, for that section. So now I want to know from everybody who's joined us, who needs help creating their plan? Who's finding it frustrating, confusing, or overwhelming? Let me know in the chat. And let me know why you're finding it frustrating, confusing, or overwhelming, okay? Because my number one goal is to help people create the plan and also eliminate that confusion, frustration, as well as overwhelm, because there is a lot. There's a lot to it. So now let's finally get to the reason why we're all here, okay? So the reason we're here today is how to create this plan. How do you start? What's the first thing you do? Okay, so before we get into that, I just want to say that when you create your plan, I really want you, hi Christine, hi Danielle, hi Jasmine, awesome, so glad you guys could join us. So when creating your plan, I really want you to just sit down and think about how you want your business to function overall. Okay, so what does it look like? How do you operate it? How do you treat your customers? What do you have to offer your customers? The setup, how you handle grumpy customers, okay, and anything else you can think of, those policies and procedures, like all of that stuff. Think about how you want your business to function as a whole first before you create your plan. Now, I want you to keep in mind as well that each business owner will operate their business differently because they are different people. And different people have different management and ownership styles. So your plan will be unique to you. So don't worry about just fitting into the one, kind of mold. It will be unique to you and your business. Okay. So I also want to touch base on the fact that what you learned today is a general overview on how to create a business plan and can be implemented for service-based business, product-based businesses, and digital businesses. Okay. So I know some of you were concerned about that. So it's for everything. So let's start. Okay, so hi, Christine. Okay, so let's start now. So I'm going to cover a lot of information today. Take notes if you'd like. A replay will be available, but there is a lot, and I just want to let you know that it's going to be kind of fast-paced because I really want you to be able to get going on this, like today, this afternoon, tomorrow morning, whenever you have time this week to get started on your plan. Okay, so I'm going to give you as much as I possibly can in the next, 15, 20 minutes. Okay, so who's excited? Let me know who's excited in the chat and tell me why you're excited, what you're hoping to learn. Just let me know. Okay, so let's start. Part 1, business plan basics. Okay, so there are many sections within this part. Okay, so we're just going to go one at a time. So the first thing you want to determine is your plan type. Okay, so do you want a formal plan or do you want an informal plan? Formal plans are plans that are typed up for if you need a loan from the bank or an investor or something like that. And an informal plan is just a casual plan for yourself. But I do always recommend, no matter which one you pick, to do a thorough plan. Okay, so this means, so you can either make your plan super detailed like I like to do. So I have contingency plans for every possible thing that could happen. Or you can make it very simple. It's up to you. Either way, I highly recommend ensuring that you have thought through each category and have at least a basic plan in place for each section that we're going to go over today. Okay, so let's continue. So I also want to let you know you don't have to be a good writer. I know some of you in the chat were telling me that you're a little concerned that you're not a good writer. So if you're a small business that doesn't need a loan, your plan is only for yourself. So keep that in mind. If you require a loan, then you will have to type up your plan. But for me, I didn't need a loan. I was very lucky. And when I started my business several years back, and I just created a super thorough, detailed plan for myself. And it was just for me. The only part I typed up really was the policies and procedures and put it in a binder. So if somebody didn't show up, I could be like, what do I do in this event? Because this has never happened before. I'm a new business owner. And I could go into my binder and be like, okay, this is the procedure. Wait 5 minutes, then call them, and so on and so forth. Okay? So next, let's go over business structure, okay? There's 4 ways to structure your business. The first one is called sole proprietor. It's for small businesses. This is what most small businesses will use. And it just means you're an unincorporated business that's owned by one individual, one person, and you are responsible for the decisions, the losses, the claims, the profits. And most importantly, you're not separated from your business, which means that if someone sues you, they can come after your personal assets. Okay, so the next one is called partnership, which is where you plus one or more people pool your resources or your money to make a profit. And also they share the business, they share the management of the business, and each partner is also personally liable for the debts that the business incurs. So the third one is called limited liability company, or LLC. You guys have heard this before, which protects owners from personal responsibility for its debts or liabilities. Okay, I just want to see, is everybody understanding me? Are you getting it? Put a yes in the chat. Okay, I know I'm going quick, but I want to give you a lot of information. Okay. Okay, so the last one is called corporation, which is, board of directors, shareholders, owners, officers, managers, and employees. Now, unless you're planning to open a multi-million-dollar business, you don't need to even think about this one, okay? Now, no matter which one you choose, before you choose one, I highly recommend doing a lot of research on each one. Okay, thinking about your business as a whole and how you want it to be set up and run. And then before you make your decision, consult an accountant. If you have one, if you don't have one, get one. And then after that, with their help, choose the best one for you. Okay, so let's move on now to the next part. What products or services will you offer? You know, without a product or service, you're not going to make any money. So you need to find that out. Okay, you can figure that out, write it down. And I want to ask you guys to put in the chat, you know, what kind of business do you want to start? Please let me know. I love to support people with their new businesses. And I'd love to know what all you guys are doing for opening your new business. Okay, and also let me know within that business what you're planning to offer as a product or service. Okay, awesome. You're all getting it. Fantastic. Okay, so let's continue. So the next one is called market research, and this is where you research your competitors. Okay, so why do we need to do this? Why would you want to research your competitors? Okay, you're going to be like a secret spy. Okay, so what you need to do is determine what's working for them, because in your town or city is different from my town or city, and in your profession, your industry, what's working for them means, you know, okay, that they're really busy. So what you take some inspiration from that. Well, maybe that worked for your business, that kind of thing. You also want to determine, you know, demand. You determine profitability, just going on what I touched on. You know, and those are all really important things. So do some market research. You know, go to websites and just see what they're doing that's making them busy. So lastly, I want to talk about part one, last point, calculating your projections. Okay, so I want you to calculate projections for both your income and your expenses. And for both of those, I want you to calculate your weekly, monthly, and quarterly projections so that you know how you're expecting your business to grow. Okay? Do the same for both. And I highly recommend for projections, you do them in intervals, 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, and 2 years, so that you can see that as your business grows, what numbers you should be hitting over time. If you're not hitting those numbers, you can tweak your marketing and ad plan. Okay, so you want to have a nice steady growth or fast growth. In my case, I wanted slow and steady because there was one of me and I didn't want to overwhelm myself, but that's completely unique to the person. Everybody understanding? Let me know. Who here is taking notes? Let me know if you're taking notes or if you're just, she's moving too quick. We just have to watch. Either way, it's fine, okay? Okay, so let's continue on to part two, which is startup costs, okay? So startup costs are capital costs. It's a capital cost that's used for all of the items required to initially set up and launch your business. And within this, you want to decide what to buy, determine your budget, research your cost, and you want to do all of this before you buy so that you don't overspend, because you still need money for marketing and ads. Okay, so let's move on to part three. Awesome, you guys are getting it? Fantastic. Okay, so part three is the marketing plan, all right? And I know a lot of people get confused about marketing. It's not overly difficult, but let's go over it real quick. If you've never heard of it before, you've heard of it, but you're like, I never understand what that word means. Let's go over it now. So marketing is simply the action of promoting your new business to the public. It's how you promote your business and portray your brand and how they perceive you, okay? And how you want that to come about in their mind and, you know, when they're seeing you. How do they perceive you? Now, in order to start building your marketing plan, you also want to perform more research on your competitors to determine how they're branding themselves, to give you inspiration for yours, to see what, you know, it gets busy in your how these people are making a lot of money in their businesses. Then define your goals. Also, again, determine a budget, come up with some strategies and how you're going to brand yourself and get people to notice you. Decide your target customer or your ideal customer and how you will attract those clients, okay? Along with marketing, there's also business branding. I just want to touch on this as well, which is how you hear this a lot in the online world. All right, so this is how you want your business to be perceived, and making general decisions based on what ad methods you're going to use. So essentially, the marketing encompasses the overall plan, and then your advertising plan is kind of worked into that marketing plan. Okay. So I hope everyone's understanding. Oh, taking notes. Awesome. And if you're missing things, you can watch the replay later on, okay? I just want to give you as much value as I can in the short period of time I have. So let's move on to part 4, okay? Advertising plan. This is a huge one. Like I said, built into your marketing plan. And advertising is a little different from marketing, but there is some crossover. Essentially, advertising is different from marketing a little bit. It is the specific marketing tactic that allows you to communicate to your potential clients, okay? And it's the different methods that you'll use to display your messages that you promote to the public about your products or services, okay? Now, why do you need an ad plan, right? So why do you need an ad plan, right? Some people go into business without one. And we already established what happens when you go out without a plan, So what happens when you don't have a plan, you go into business? So I'll tell you. So people need to see your products or services. If you don't promote your products or services, you will not make a single sale. They have to see that you're there, they have to know that you're there, to see what you're offering and promoting. Like how I'm on this video, you guys are seeing, what I'm all about. And now you maybe be interested or talk to me after or whatever. But you need to do the same thing with your business and just get out there and get in front of people. Okay, so think about it this way. You could have the best sandwich shop in the world, but if no one knows your shop exists, you're not going to sell any sandwiches, right? So that's kind of a little bit harsh, but it's the truth, and business can be really harsh. Okay. So who needs help? Let me know with their marketing and advertising plan. Let me know in the chat. Okay. So let's continue with ad plan. Within that plan, you want to define your income goals. You want to determine whether you want to do organic, paid, or a mixed between organic and paid of advertising. Which what do you want and how much money do you have to spend? Okay. And research the methods of interest to you. I want to just say real quick here that hold on a second, my train of thought's going. Right. If you, I know a lot of people when they're going into business, they think, to grow a business, you want to go outside the box and do all these crazy things you've never done before. But I caution you against that. Yes, put yourself outside the box, outside your comfort level, but if you put yourself too far outside your comfort level, I usually find with people what happens is they get scared and then they don't do the advertising at all. So make sure you're relatively comfortable with it, but it also pushes the boundaries for you a little bit, okay? So for example, I did some social media when I started. I did some mobile signs, which brought in a lot of clients, and I did a radio ad, which was really, really fun. It was really cool to hear yourself in the radio. Okay, so after you research methods of interest to you, I want you to project your expenses. Okay, do the same way you projected the income and expenses for the other part of the plan. Okay, so let's move on to part 5. Part 5 is finalize your plan. Review it first, recalculate everything, perform a SWOT analysis, which will improve your business idea before you even launch. You can do the SWOT before, during, or 5 years later, whatever you want. But if you do it before, you can improve things before you launch, which is awesome. Okay, so now the SWOT is determining your strengths, your weaknesses, your opportunities, and your threats from your business and your competitors and your industry. Okay, so everyone understanding this, let me know if you're still with me or if your eyes are glazing over a little. Okay, so SWOT analysis, I highly recommend that, and it's just a series of questions you ask yourself to determine different things about your business and your competitors, okay? So part 6, additional things I want you to consider are your funding options. Where are you going to get the money from? You're going to borrow from a friend or family, or are you going to take from a line of credit? You're going to borrow from yourself, your TFSA? Like, where are you getting your money? An investor, a silent investor, where? Funding options, research, okay? Determine what's best for you. Then create your executive summary, which is essentially the overview of your business plan, especially for funding, and it contains the main parts of each section. You put it on one piece of paper, and that goes on top of your business plan, like binder or like workbook or whatever you're bringing to the bank with you. You don't need to have this if it's not a formal plan. You don't need a loan. So only do the executive summary if you need a loan. Then once it's all said and done, if it's for a loan, you can type up the plan. Like I said, only typed up the policies and procedures. Okay, so it's completely up to you. Now, let's go on. I know some of you asked about having clarity for your customers. So let's talk about creating a mission statement. Okay, so So we're going to create a mission statement today. So I'm going to use the variable X. So it's very simple. You just write this down how I say it, okay? So option A, I help X people who want to X so that they can have X, and I do that by X. Okay? So I'll say that again. I help X people who want to X so that they can have X, and I do that by X. Option B is I provide X product for X type of people so that they can X. Now, I want to give you an example, okay, of what I wrote down for my coaching business so you can kind of understand where all the variables kick in, okay? So this is mine. So I help massage therapists, estheticians, and people who want to open a small home business transition from employee to self-employed so that they can make more money while working less hours, doing what they love from home. Okay, so that's my mission plan, my mission statement that I created, use as an example. Okay, so you can use that as well and create your own. And then when you talk to people online or you talk to people on the phone or somebody asks you in person, you could say, well, this is what I do. And that's kind of also called an elevator pitch. So it's really, really small and to the point. Okay, so I also want to know before we move on, who here is opening a business for, oh, thanks, Yvonne. Thank you. So who's opening a business for the first time? Is it your first business? Let me know, okay? I want to know so I can support you. All right. Okay, so now let's move on here. So that's the information I have for you. If if you got lost because it was really quick, because I wanted to make sure I hit every point, please make sure to watch the replay. I will put that on later today or tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, I think, once I figure out how to do it, because this is my first Facebook Live in the group. And you can watch it and take notes again, okay? If you have any questions, you can just reach out to me, not a problem. You can private message me, and I'm happy to answer any questions, okay? So now, so let's move on. I have a few more things to discuss with you today. Okay, so if you want or need support or guidance, I invite you to join one of my 3 private Facebook groups. Okay, here are the names up on the screen here. One is for small home business, for any business, and the other 2 are for massage therapists and estheticians only, okay, because I am an RMT and an esthetician, so I do a specialization in those 2 industries. And all of the members are, oh, thanks, Christine. All of the members are working towards opening their own small home business. So it's very, very specific. Right now the groups are really small, but it's very, very specific. They're all working towards the same goal. I'm always there answering questions, all right? The links are in the description, okay? And feel free to, join. I'll be there. Now, if you haven't chosen a business idea yet and you need to narrow down some ideas, I know you mentioned that the last couple of days. I also have a freebie for you guys. The link is in the description as well. It's an ebook. It's called How to Choose a Profitable Small Business Idea. Okay, and there's a 101 small business ideas list that comes with that if you need help deciding what business to start. I know a lot of people, I see it all over Facebook, they want to start a business, but they have no idea what they want to do. I put a list together for you. There's a progress tracker, 12-month calendar, and a weekly schedule to stay organized, okay? If you want the ebook, comment ebook. I will private message you the link, or you can click the link in the description. If you're watching the replay, comment ebook, and I will reach out to you, okay? Now, I also have a course for those of you who have your idea and you're ready to implement you're ready to start building your business plan, but you're just not sure. You can do it on your own. You just need to figure out what the steps are involved very specifically. I do have an in-depth online course that is self-paced, and it goes over everything we've discussed today in detail, in depth, okay? So the course, it's called My Business Foundations. It's 6 modules. Okay, create your business plan, startup costs, marketing, advertising, finalizing your plan, plus additional lessons including funding, registering your business, hiring an accountant, business bank accounts, a business location and setup, business location necessities, everything you need to launch your business. Okay, so now if you're interested in this, there's a sneak peek at what's in 2 of the modules. So each module it's quite lengthy, so that you have you can go through it with a fine tooth comb. There's everything you need there. Okay, so now it's going to launch in this November 2021. The link is in the description for the page where you can sign up. You can sign up for free just to be on the email list so that you'll be notified of when the official launch date is in November, because I haven't decided the exact date. And people who signed up before I launch, so pre-launch, not money, just free to sign up for the list, will get an exclusive discount via email for when the course launches, okay? And you'll be able to purchase the course. And I better tell you the price. The course will be regular price $297. I didn't put that on my sales page, but it will be $297. So if you sign up, okay, you'll get the discount, okay? And you'll get it for $197 instead. Okay, so if you're watching the replay, comment course for the link. I will send you via private message, okay? Also, I have separate versions for registered massage therapists and estheticians. So if you want a specific version, put an R or an E or an S. So it would be like course and then R. So I know you want the RMT course. It's the same course, but 2 of them are specific to the other 2 industries, okay? If you don't comment, if you don't clarify, you're just going to get the one for small business, which is fine, but it's up to you, okay? So now I just want to go over really quickly. If you're kind of creating your plan and you need some extra help, okay, I know some of you have approached me already about getting help with creating your business plans and assessing your current idea. So what I've done is I've created some packages for just for this live for those who are interested in working with me. Okay, so I'll help you determine if your business idea is profitable. We'll create your business plan together. We'll choose effective strategies for growth. We can assess your current strategies if your business is having a hard time right now, for businesses that are already launched, and I'll answer any questions that you have relating to starting a new business. Okay, in sessions we will create action plans for breakdown. Oh, awesome! For breakdown goals, weaknesses, gain clarity on your idea and brand, determine your profitability, and more. You'll get support. I provide inspiration, encouragement, strategies, action plans, and accountability. Okay, so if you're interested in the coaching, I'll just show you real quick here. I pop it up on the screen there. I have 3 packages that I made for you guys because everybody was asking me stuff before. It's a deep dive business analysis plus a custom strategy plan, and the information for that is right here, okay? And we'll go over everything together. I will analyze it after the call, and then we'll discuss the results together, okay? And I'll send you a strategy plan. So that's the first one. The second package is a deep dive, package 1 plus 3 coaching sessions. There's it on the screen right there. Okay, so if you're interested in that, you can click the link. And then the third one is the larger one, and it includes package number 1 plus 5 coaching sessions and a custom advertising plan. And the difference about this one is that you will... To create your custom advertising plan, we will do that together with 2 additional Zoom sessions, okay? So you'll get 7 coaching sessions altogether. 2 of them are specific to creating an advertising plan for a business that has not launched yet or a business that has launched. So either one. So the links are in the description if you're interested in the coaching packages, or if you're interested in the coaching packages, click the link and check out. I put everything on a page for you. Okay, everyone's commenting. Okay, I see everybody. Okay. Oh, and comment coach me if you're watching the replay, and I'll get in touch with you, okay? So I just want to say there's a limited number of coaching spots available. All right, once they fill to capacity, you'll be able to sign up for a waiting list for the next round of sessions that start in February 2022. And thank you so much. This has been so much fun. Don't forget to join one of my 3 Facebook groups. If you're watching the replay, comment ebook, course, or coach me, and I'll private message you. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you have any questions about anything we've discussed, feel free to reach out, and I'm always happy to help you. Until next time, bye guys.